Let's quickly look at what Bayo Onanuga has been saying. This is a special advisor to the president, Nigeria's president, on information and strategy. This is what he said. He says Ruth McLean and Ismail Awal's feature story with the title Nigeria Confronts Its Worst Economic Crisis in a Generation, published on June, blah, blah, reflected the typical predetermined, reductionist, derogatory, and denigrating way foreign media establishments reported African countries several decades ago. Bayo Onanuga says, because of the misleading slant of the report, we need to clear up some misconceptions conveyed by the reporters about the economic policies of the Tinubu administration. We'll go over quickly. It says most significant about the report was that it painted a dire experiences of some Nigerians, amid the inflationary spiral. It says the report, based on several interviews, is at best jaundiced or gloom and doom, as it never mentioned the positive aspects in the same economy, as well as the ameliorative policies being implemented by the central and state government. When it says Nigerians have been left on their own, what Bayo Onanuga is saying is probably they should have said, okay, this is what government has been doing.
Well, that report wasn't intended to do that, which is, when I say Bayo is right, it was actually gloom and doom. It didn't have anything positive to say at all. So Bayo is right on that. But it's now left for the government to, number one, communicate, but more than communicate what it is doing, it is that the people must feel it. So I'm doing this. There's the man on the street feeling it. Let me give you an example of some of the things government has done. There has been a bit of sanitization going on at the CBN level. A bit of clearing of outstanding obligations that were there. Cleared. It is good for the system. We even have a situation in which people like Emirates who have said, I'm not able to get my money, I'm out of here. We won't come to Nigeria again. I've come back to Nigeria. So some things are happening in the monetary space that are positive. But you see, the man on the street is unable to feel that. Sanitization of CBN. What is that all about? You're paying some obligations on the CBN window that have been there for a while. So what? What he feels is, when I go to the market, what do I get? In terms of food, when I have to enter transport, what do I get? That is, until those measures begin to get to those levels, the ordinary man cannot see most of these other things that we're talking about. The governors also have not helped that much, in my opinion. For example, they got much more money than they used to get. How have they made the additional money they got to count for the people in their states? Awal is from Kano, talking about milk, hypercalcemia in Kano. What is Kano State government also looking into that? Having received maybe 40% more money, what is it doing about that?
Bayo Onanuga says the president did not create the economic problems Nigeria faces today. As a matter of fact, he referred to one economist, your colleague, who said it, put it in a way, he said Nigeria's economy until we inherited a dead economy.
Yeah, that he probably was referring to Mr. Soludo.
Yeah.
There is no doubt that he inherited a dead horse. But you inherit the assets and liabilities. You knew what you were coming into. So you take the full responsibility for whatever you have inherited and you move it forward from there. That is the expectations of the people. Maybe in passing, you can sometimes, it was bad. Yes, it was bad. We knew it was bad. We thought you were coming, that you were the Messiah that will make it better for us. So although it was bad when you came in, what can you do to make it better for us?
By removing petrol subsidy, which you did.
Yeah, like I said.
Which Bayo reminded us was gulping $84.3 billion between 2005 and 2022.
It was part of what created the dead horse. Even the way we were defending the Naira, it was unsustainable. It was horrendous. What I'm saying is that the government should have known, ought to have known. So Ashwaju became president in February. He was sworn in May. There was a 3-month period. There was some sort of handover. There were teams on both sides that were, doing things. So all these problems, you should have known quite a bunch of them. And the beauty of knowing is to begin to work out what the solutions will be.
In a country of more than 200 million people, as we're told, is it possible that any government can do anything after removing fuel subsidy, whether it was the government of Peter Obi, government of Atiku Abubakar, government of Buhari, or government of Goodluck Jonathan, could have done anything to stop inflation getting to what it was getting to, or it has gotten to stop prices from going up and the naira declining?
Prices will have gone up irrespective of
So it's
who the
going to
president.
be inevitable.
It's inevitable. It is how we manage that inflation that is the issue. Inflation will happen when you do that kind of a thing. And one of it is, let me remind you of a speech by the president, July. Fantastic speech about what we're going to do, especially in the food space. He spoke about 500,000 additional hectares of land. Maybe you have forgotten this particular speech. How we're going to move away from the cyclicality of our agriculture and be able to do all those things were there. That was July. By next month, it will be a year. Some of the products that could make a difference in the food space, they mature in 3 months. What that means is that for those kind of products, you could have had 4 cycles already. And the impact should have been in the marketplace. But the impact is not being felt, which means we are still not doing enough in the space of doing. There is a lot of talk, but we need to begin to translate more of the talk into the doing. Where is the 500,000 hectares of land to be cultivated?
Food inflation is up 61% compared to June 2023 to May 2024. Inflation is up for May 2024, 33.95% is the latest. 3 decades high. In December we had 30 years high. What needs to be done very quickly to address this?
It is so beautiful that we can see where some of the problems are coming from. A key driver of inflation is food. Food. Let us intervene in the food space. If we solve food problems, we will solve a whole lot of problems. So there was a recent something that was said to be a leaked memo that wasn't official. Some of the content in that memo are actually very, very, very nice thing if you can implement. So maybe they could, whatever they need to clean up about it, clean it up. And let it go beyond just being a paper policy. Let's be able to drive it, to make it work.
But they rejected
and then
it.
transform food.
They rejected it. Fake news.
We say fake news. Okay. So let's if we change that food area, the monetary guy is doing his bit.
How can we address this food issue? When you say change the food area, sir, how do you mean?
A lot of things are affecting food. Insecurity is there.
Yeah.
The farming input is there. I do get involved in a bit of farming, and I was doing farming somewhere in Kogi. Last year we did rice, we did cowpea. Let me tell you what happened to my cowpea farm. The day of gubernatorial election in Kogi, it was last year, gubernatorial election, herders marched cattle into that cowpea farm, and they destroyed the entire farm. Oh, so my partner who managed the farm has said, look, this year, I know they do.
That's your money gone.
It's gone. The money is gone. The people were arrested. Nothing came out of the arrest. As a matter of fact, at some point, he was reliably informed that forget about this police matter that you are dragging with these cattle guys.
Nothing will come.
Otherwise, they will come with some machete for you. You yourself, what will be the point if you die and you have a case in the police? Just walk away. Just walk away. So, meanwhile, that was also a basin that government has prepared. People don't even know that government has land that you can go and lease in very nice basins. That you can do agriculture.
Irrigation.
So
that's the government basin area.
Yes, it was government area. You just go there, you pay the lease, and they give you land, hectares of land you can farm with.